How's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And today, what I have for everyone is my full review of FreeUp Mobile. Alright, so I've been using the service provider for almost 2 weeks now, and I'm going to get ready to talk to you guys and gals about my experiences. We're going to go over the devices that they offer. We're going to go over how you set up when you bring your own device. We're going to go over the data plans, so on and so forth. And then I'm going to give you guys and gals my overall thoughts and a recommendation or two. So that being said, without further ado, let's jump into the full review. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is who exactly is FreeUp Mobile and what network do they use. Now, for those of you who didn't know, FreeUp Mobile is actually a mobile MVNO or a sub carrier that runs on AT&T's network. So they're renting out network from AT&T directly, and then they're pricing it out to your customers at an inexpensive price. So FreeUp Mobile actually runs on AT&T's network, so it's a GSM only carrier. Okay, so only work with GSM devices. So that's what network FreeUp Mobile uses, and that's what FreeUp Mobile is. It's a mobile MVNO or subcarrier of AT&T. Now, the next thing I want to go over is how exactly you would set up and activate service if you were bringing your own device. So let's go over those steps right now. Alright, so the first thing you would do, and I have all the necessary links down below in the video description. So you found FreeUp Mobile, you want to try out their service, and you're not entirely sure where to start. Don't worry, I got you covered. So you navigate to freeupmobile.com, alright, right here. And then the next thing you do is make an account, alright. Then you sign into your account and you decide what service you want to use. Now, me, myself, I actually went with the free service. And when you go with the free service, you only got to pay shipping and handling for them to ship you the SIM card, right? So once you pick the service that you want to use, now we're going to go over the data plans a little bit later, but you pick the SIM card, you pay for the SIM card, it comes in this nice little envelope. Y'all going to have to forgive my opening skills. Then you put the SIM card in your device, all right? And then you want to, some devices are hot swappable, some aren't. So you put the SIM card in your device here. Then you go back to FreeUp Mobile here. And back on the website, when you're signed in, the next thing you want to do is go to activate. Now, along with your SIM card, there's going to be an activation number along with a long serial number. You fill out the activation information. It's going to verify that everything is correct and everything is working, and then you should be good to go. They'll also verify that your device should work on their network while you're placing your order for what service you want to use. So they'll ask you your IMEI and all that good stuff and give you a recommendation and let you know if it works on their network. Now, as I said before with some of my other carrier reviews, you really want to get a handle on the overall coverage before you go ahead and spend your hard-earned money. So you want to check out FreeUp Mobile's coverage map, you want to check out AT&T's coverage map, and you want to get a general sense of how it's going to perform in your area before you spend your hard-earned money. So please do your homework and check out those coverage maps so you know kind of what you're getting into before you get started. So I just wanted to point that out there. So once you go through the activation and you set up your account and you put everything in your phone, the next thing you need to do is in the envelope that came with your SIM card, they're going to have APN settings setup information. Now I'll have this information thrown up on the screen in post so y'all can see exactly what you have to do. But with the SIM card in your device, you then want to navigate to the settings, all right? Then you want to navigate to the network and internet settings, all right? Then you want to navigate to the mobile network setting here, all right? Then you want to navigate to advanced, all right? So tap on advanced here. Then you want to navigate to mobile access point names or access point names, all right? Then what you want to do is you want to click add new APN. So you click the plus button up top here, and then you fill out all the information that's going to be in the screenshot that I throw up in post. That's also going to come with the SIM card in your envelope. Now, they have different settings for iOS and Android, so depending on which OS your device is using, you should be good to go. Then at that point, once you put in all the information correctly, you want to hit save, all right? Then once you've done that, you want to come back out here and you want to select the APN that you just configured, and you want to wait a few minutes, and then after a few minutes, about 5 to 10, it should grab service. Then you should see it say something similar to this. So it should say FreeUp Mobile, and you should have a 4G LTE or something of that nature there. Now, the particular device that I'm featuring in this video today is the Xiaomi A2 Lite, and it does get LTE speeds, but it only shows the 4G logo there. So I am getting LTE speeds, even though it only says 4G. And one of the reasons why you don't see the APN settings here is because I actually have the FreeUp Mobile SIM in SIM slot 2, which is only for talk and text. All right, so you're only going to see the APN settings for the data SIMs in here. All right, but that's something that's dependent on my device. So you may or may not have that on your device. Okay, so once you've done that, once you've clicked it, you waited a few minutes and service popped up, you're good to go. Or it's still not loading, you have a little spinning icon up here in the status bar and it's not loading, then you want to restart your device, and when it reboots, you should see it pop up with FreeUp Mobile and that indicator 4G, LTE, so on and so forth. Then you should be good to go, and your device should now be set up to work on FreeUp Mobile's network. So that's the overall setup process if you are bringing your own device to FreeUp Mobile. All right? Now, let's go ahead and talk about my overall experience with the service. All right? Now, I've been using this for almost 2 weeks, give or take a few days, probably like 1 to 2 days. And I gotta say, overall, the service that FreeUp Mobile offers is really, really good, and I've had no issues. And a neat thing that I like about FreeUp Mobile in particular is that there's no unnecessary apps to download while you're activating the service. It's really plug and play. You drop the SIM card in, you configure the APNs, you activate the SIM card, you restart your device, and you're good to go. No unnecessary apps, no nothing like that. It's very clean, it's very straightforward, and everything works, no issues. Now, I do want to point out that FreeUp Mobile does have its own rewards program. So let's talk about that before we talk about the data plans. So similar to TextNow, if y'all checked out my TextNow full review, they offer a similar rewards program. So they have referrals, they have local offers, they have coupons, they have online surveys, they have videos that you can watch, games that you can play, so on and so forth. And what this does is you do these activities and you get a certain number of points that you can then redeem for free service. Okay? And they actually go over how all of this works, and they walk you through step by step how you can actually get free service every month by doing these offers. They have a really nice pamphlet that walks you through step by step. Everything came in the envelope with the SIM card and all of that. So that was really, really nice. Okay? Then once you decide that you want to do that, then they have a separate dedicated rewards app that you can download and then take advantage of these rewards that you do daily, that you can get points for, and then redeem for free service. So they do have a rewards app that you can use to do this, but it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. All right? Just wanted to point that out there. Okay? Now, that does it for my overall experience with the service. Now let's talk about their available data plans as of today. Now I shouldn't have clicked that. So now talking about the available data plans here, just want to show y'all real quick. Now I actually have the free plan here, and as I said, I just had to pay for the shipping for the SIM card and then go through the overall activation that I walked y'all through. I got my new phone number and it's good to go, and that's 100% free. Okay, I don't have to do anything now except for just let it refill once a month, and I get 1,000 minutes, and I get 1,000 text messages, and I get unlimited Wi-Fi hotspot. So really good stuff, and that's their basic free starter plan when we talk about the plans on FreeUp Mobile. Now, for those of you who are like, that's cool, but what if I want some data with my service plan? Let me walk you through the other service plans that they offer. Now, they have a $10 a month plan that bumps you up to unlimited talk and text, and you get 200 megabytes of 4G LTE data, which is unrestricted data. All right, and that's only $10 a month. Now, when you're on a data plan with FreeUp Mobile, they have something called a top-up service. And what the top-up service is once you hit your data cap, you can cash out money for more service. So let's say you had the 200 megabyte plan and you had the top-up on and you put $10 on. So once you hit your 200 megabyte cap, it's going to take your top-up $10 and add 200 more megabytes, okay? So they do have a top-up service, so if you're going to hit your cap, they'll give you more data. Now, being as I went with the completely free service, I didn't fill out any of that. Okay, so everything that I done was completely free, but I just wanted to let y'all know how that works if you go for the data plan. All right, so they do have a top-up service similar to what I talked about in my FreedomPop mobile review. Okay, something similar to that. All right, now maybe you think unlimited talk and text is cool, but 200 megabytes of data, I could sneeze and use up that much data. That's not enough. What else they got? Now you bump it up to $15 a month, and again you get the unlimited talk and text, and you get the 1 gigabyte of 4G LTE data. Same rules apply. And you think 1 gig ain't gonna cut it, man. I could use 1 gig in a day. What else they got? Well, for $20 a month now, they'll upgrade you to 2 gigs of data, 2 gigs of 4G LTE data, and same rules apply. So that's pretty much it. That's all that they offer here, and then they have their top-up service. So you see there's no other service offered. So free, $10, $15, or $20. That's all there is to it. Then you have your top-up service for $10 if you go over your data limit. Okay? So that's all the available data plans and service plans with FreeUp Mobile. Now, maybe you're wondering, well, what's the best way to configure this? What's the way that I can configure this and save money and get really good service? And don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to do that, or I'm gonna explain how to do that. Now, one of the best ways that a service plan like this can really come in handy is if you have a dual SIM device. Shout out to all my peoples in India. Y'all already know what I'm about to get ready to talk about, that dual SIM lifestyle. So if you have a dual SIM device, that means that you can have the potential to have more than one carrier on one device. And when you do that, that means you can have a carrier just for data, and you can have a carrier just for talk and text. And that's where I feel like the FreeUp Mobile plans make a lot of sense. Now, myself in particular, I am running a dual SIM device, so y'all can see right here. SIM number 1, I have it set just for data, and then I'm running my other phone number through my other app that's on another service provider. So SIM number 1 is TextNow T-Mobile, and I use that primarily for data, but it does have another number associated to it. And SIM number 2, as y'all can see, is the FreeUp Mobile SIM, and it is also getting 4G LTE, but I'm using that primarily for talk and text. Alright, so one of the best ways that I found to use this service to its maximum and get the maximum cost benefits is to use 2 different service providers. So one for data and one for talk and text. And so now let me recommend the best way to configure this. So let's say you use a lot of data but you don't talk often, then something like the free plan would be perfect for you. So you get your standard loadout of minutes and text, unlimited mobile hotspot, and then you would use another carrier for your data. Alright, and then you can configure your dual SIM device accordingly. Now, if you don't have a dual SIM device, that's where this can get a little bit tricky, but there are a bunch of inexpensive dual SIM devices. I'll have some recommendations down below in the video description, and I would recommend that you go for a dual SIM device with a dedicated micro SD card. This way you can have maximum storage and still be able to take advantage of both your service providers. So, you get your data from one service provider and you get your talk and text from FreeUp Mobile. Okay? Free. So talk and text is free. You get your 1,000 minutes, 1,000 minutes and all that. And then you have your data from the other carrier. Now, I said this before in one of my other service provider reviews. I've actually realized that the 2 carriers that do well where I'm located are Verizon and At&t. Now, I actually have Verizon. I have Verizon through Straight Talk, which is another carrier that I've done reviews on. I have their stuff linked up down below in the video description. So one of my devices is running on Straight Talk Verizon. Another one of my devices is running on TextNow T-Mobile, because T-Mobile actually has some of the best data for my location, but they don't have the best overall coverage. So I really was looking into getting At&t, but I didn't want to get At&t directly because I feel like if you go through a carrier directly, it's a little bit more expensive. If you go through their MVNOs or sub-carriers, then you're getting the absolute cheapest deal. Okay? So that's why I would recommend this. So for my instance, what I'm getting ready to do once I decide that I really want to pull the trigger on it, I'm going to actually upgrade to the $10 a month plan, which is going to give me unlimited talk and text. And then I'm going to keep my TextNow T-Mobile, and that's going to give me unlimited data. All right? So my new monthly bill for service is going to go Right now, I believe I'm paying like what, $85 right now a month for the services I'm currently using. That's gonna drop by a good $30 to $35 because it's gonna go from $80 to $50 because I'm gonna have the unlimited data with TextNow T-Mobile, and I'm gonna have the unlimited talk and text with FreeUp Mobile. So $10 for that and $40 for the other one. So my new monthly bill will be $50 a month. That's it. No more, no less. That's what it's going to be after taxes and everything. So that's actually what I would recommend if you're deciding to do something similar to this and you want the absolute performance to price ratio. When we're talking about service providers, you're going to need 2 carriers, and this will be the setup that I recommend you use. All right. So, real quick recommendation. I'm sorry if I rambled on a little much there, but I wanted to give y'all the absolute complete rundown. So, that pretty much goes over the available plans for FreeUp Mobile, and that's how I would configure their service if you have a dual SIM device. All right. Now, moving on, let's talk about the available devices that you can get from FreeUp Mobile here. So you go in and you're looking, and this is all the devices that they offer. Let me let this load up here. Gonna take a few seconds here. Refresh this page real fast. All right. Okay, and it's reloading. Okay, now while that's reloading, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you guys real quickly here because I am actually using both data sims and I'm on Wi-Fi, so I might just want to switch to Wi-Fi directly, make it a little bit easier. But I wanted y'all to see just how the data would perform here. Now I probably have to go out and go back in to see the available devices, but I actually had it cached up to try and make it faster, but it looked like it's not working out. So let me pause the video real quick and let me set that up and we'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that guys. I went ahead and turned on Wi-Fi. Like I said, I'm actually using both SIMs right now, and T-Mobile's coverage where I'm located is not the best, but I just wanted y'all to see that the service actually works and you can actually combine both SIMs. But I went ahead and pulled up the Wi-Fi, and now we're running off of Wi-Fi first and the SIM card second. So now I actually have the best performance for my device. And now let's continue with the video and talk about some of the devices that FreeUp Mobile offers. Alright, now I have to say they actually offer a wide selection of devices. They have a wide range of budget devices and new school flagship devices, as you can see here. So they offer the new iPhones, they offer the new Galaxy devices, they offer the new Pixels, so on and so forth. So you actually have a wide variety of devices to choose from. And not only do they offer a wide variety of devices, but they offer 2 different ways for you to get those devices in your hands. So, just for instance here, we got the Moto E5 Plus. You can get that for $17 a month, or you can just pay $200 flat out and you own the device. So you can decide whether or not if you want to pay the full flat out price or you want to get on a monthly payment program. Alright, so it's up to you. Now, before you can start your monthly payment program, they do have to run you through an accreditation process and see how you qualify, and that's going to determine what your down payment is and all that good stuff. But in the interest of transparency, I wanted to give y'all that full breakdown yet again. So just so y'all can see what I'm talking about here, let's go back to the Moto E5 Plus, the battery beast, and y'all can see if I tap on it here, it's going to take you into it, and then you'll get the full spec breakdown of the device right there, and you'll also get your full retail price and your monthly payments here. And as it says, you have to qualify, but it says you're pre-qualified now, but you will still have to verify some information before you can get the device at that low price of $17 a month. So I just wanted to explain that to y'all in full detail so y'all know how that works and let y'all see the available devices. Now, one other thing that I wanted to point out is this right here. Okay, so they are running a promotion right now, FreeUp Mobile, where if you buy any device, you'll get a free SIM and you'll get free shipping and free service. So pretty much with the purchase of the device, you get everything else for free. Alright, so this might really come in handy if you're looking for maybe a first device for one of your kids or a family member, maybe an elderly person, and you really don't want to spend a lot of money. You can get a nice budget device with some really inexpensive service, if not free service, and be good to go. So that kind of makes a lot of sense depending on how you want to do it. But that pretty much goes over the available devices with FreeUp Mobile. And I'll go ahead and have some recommended devices down below in the video description for you guys that I feel should work perfectly with their service. Alright? So, now that brings us to the end of the video, and this is where I want to give y'all my final thoughts and an overall recommendation or two. Now, as I already said, in terms of the service, FreeUp Mobile is pretty good indeed. And I also like the fact that there really is no hoops to jump through, no unnecessary apps. You just pay for what you want to pay for, you get the SIM, you get the device, and you're good to go. Now, if you decide to pick up a device from them, it will already come pre-configured and you just have to activate the service. Done. So real simple, in case I forgot to point that out. But overall, can I recommend that y'all go and try out FreeUp Mobile and get service from them? I would have to say yes. It's really inexpensive. You get some really good quality service here, and there's no unnecessary hoops to jump through. Okay? So it's really straightforward and it's really simple. Can I recommend them? Yes, as long as you remember the prerequisites. Do your research, check out the coverage map so you know what you're getting into, and then maybe do the free service first, and then upgrade to what you think is going to work best. Okay? As long as you do that and you follow along with the steps in this video, you should be good to go. Now, that pretty much does it for this full review. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video and found it helpful in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, if you did find the video helpful, please help your boy out and give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more content like this, also please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. Alright? That being said, all the links to everything that I talked about in this video, including the recommended devices, will be linked up down below in the video description. Alright? And I also link up a good friend of mine's channel, so y'all, if y'all like to know a little bit more or see some extended coverage on FreeUp Mobile, I'm going to go ahead and link up a good friend of mine, iTechUOutGuy. I'm going to link up his channel down below in the video description so y'all can see how the service works in different areas, and you'll get more of an extended look of the service over a longer period of use. Now, I do I do intend to keep using FreeUp Mobile, so I may come back with a follow-up video or two. But in case you can't wait for that, I'll link up my homie video down below in the video description. Check him out. He does some really good work. Alright? So, down below in the video description should truly be a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. That being said, this whole video was recorded using the rear-facing 12 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy S8 in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second. All of the audio you guys and gals are hearing for this video today is being recorded using the Boya BYMM01 microphone. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. That being said, I also would like to know, real quick question time, if any of you guys and gals have FreeUp Mobile. If so, where are you guys located? How are you enjoying it? What are some things that you like about the service? What are some things that you feel FreeUp Mobile can change or improve about their service? Let me know that stuff down below in the comments. Let's have a nice, respectful discussion down below. I'll meet y'all down there. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Peace, everyone.